Ex-SWAT Officer Blake Cook had seen his fair share of intense situations, but nothing could have prepared him for the night that changed everything. It started with a routine call, a reported disturbance at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Blake and his team arrived, gear at the ready, and cautiously made their way inside. As they swept the dimly lit area, Blake caught glimpses of something or someone darting around the edges of his vision. At first, he thought it was just his imagination or a trick of the light, but the movement seemed too deliberate, too calculated. Suddenly, the lights flickered and died, plunging the team into darkness. That's when Blake saw them, blurry humanoid figures flitting around the periphery of their vision. The team's flashlights cast eerie shadows on the walls, making it seem like the creatures were closing in. One of the officers, a seasoned veteran, whispered,
"What the?"
before his voice trailed off. Blake's training kicked in, and he barked orders to maintain positions, but his team was clearly spooked. The air seemed to thicken, heavy with an otherworldly presence. Every creak of the old building made them jump. Blake's heart pounded in his chest as he realized they were not alone. The creatures seemed to be watching, waiting. Without warning, the lights flickered back to life, and the figures vanished. The team breathed a collective sigh of relief, but Blake knew what he saw. He couldn't shake the feeling that they were being stalked. As they secured the scene and headed back to the station, Blake couldn't help but wonder what they'd encountered. Was it a prank gone wrong, or something more sinister? The questions swirled in his mind, but one thing was certain. He'd never look at his job, or the world, the same way again. The incident sparked an internal investigation, with some questioning the team's sanity and others searching for rational explanations. Blake knew what he saw, and it wasn't just his imagination. The blurry creatures had been real, and he was determined to uncover the truth. As Blake dug deeper, he stumbled upon accounts of similar encounters from other officers. It seemed they were not alone in their experiences. The more he learned, the more he realized that there's a world beyond our understanding. A world that intersects with our own in inexplicable ways. For Blake, the line between reality and the paranormal had blurred forever, leaving him with more questions than answers. The darkness that lurked in the shadows would haunt him, and he knew he'd never be the same.